Jordan? Seems that you've met up with Roy again, huh? Oh, hello, Lily. Yeah, we met each other again. And we just met a bit ago at the hotel. Do you still not understand that Roy is my husband? But what if I told you that Roy is my man? And that's what I'm saying. Last week we talked about all of this, and I said that he is my husband. And I told you that I don't want you to try to steal anything from me again. Yet here you are trying to take him from me yet another time. Well, you should hold off on trying to make promises with me like that. But I guess this means it'll be hard getting you to divorce Roy after all. But I think it'd be for the best for you to leave him, since Roy and I have spent a lot of time together doing all sorts of mischievous things under the blankets. And him and I have really grown close. So don't act like all those little talks you try to have with me about him will extinguish that fire we have. I know that, but after having a talk with Roy about you two, he said he wants to give up on you and start fresh with me again. So please, Jordan, would you stop trying to steal my husband from me? But I want him. If you guys really don't want me around you anymore, why not just get a restraining order placed on me? Well, you couldn't bring yourself to do it, could you? Mom and Dad have both passed away, so there's nobody around that's family besides me, and you don't want to toss me aside, right? And also, Roy wants to be with me more than he cares to be with you. Lily, it looks like you're going to get the short end of the stick and end up all alone again, huh? Jordan, do you seriously not care how you're treating me right now? Excuse me? I thought I was being pretty fair with you right now. I'm the one saying that after I've gotten Roy from you, I'll be kind enough not to cut ties with you. Does that mean if I don't hand him over to you, you will cut ties with me? See, you get it. So I'd like you to quit all of this fussing and let me have my man. But before you do that, you'll need to divorce him for me. Oh, right. I should start thinking about having a child with Roy. What? But you'd have no other choice but to leave him, right? Wait, Jordan, is that your reason to have a kid? Is to get me to leave Roy? Doesn't that seem like a great idea? And that would give Roy a great reason to come to me to get married after leaving you. And you wouldn't have to be forced away from me in the end. Roy and I will be able to become happy with each other forever, and you'll still get to have a little bit of your family left. This is the best idea. We'll all be happy, and that's a win-win. What about that is a win-win? All of that will only be good for you, right? Just for thinking that gives me a good enough reason to think of you as a weirdo. If you don't start seeing the bright side of things, you'll forever be unhappy with the life you have. So please, brighten up a little bit, Lily. Jordan, could you please put an end to all of this? This is all really, really bad, what you've been saying, and it could cause issues legally for you down the road. Do you at least understand that? And that's why I've said, all you have to do is leave Roy and then hand him to me. Then we can shut up about all of this and move on with our lives. If you can do that for me, then I won't have to cut ties with you. No matter what I try and say, you always go back to that. You're just being way too stubborn. And now that I think about it, you've always been this way. Every time I mention something that I want, you always have to fight back. But this time, no matter how you try to play the game, Roy will always be focused on loving me. Are you good? Do you need me to say all of that again? I guess I will. Please give me Roy. And if you don't do as your little sister asks, then she is going to leave you forever. And look, becoming all alone in this world would suck, right? Well, but there's still that. You've been a housewife all this time. And so if you have to divorce Roy now, you won't be able to support yourself, right? Until now, it's been Roy who has been kind enough to take care of you and let you stay in his house. Maybe that's the reason you don't want to let go of him. That's not the reason at all. But I'll say this to give you a hint on what to do about that. Find a job. Now hurry up and leave my man. Lily? Hey, I had Roy fill out all of your guys' divorce paperwork for me. What? Our divorce paperwork? Well, I was told by Roy while we were out drinking that you still hadn't gotten started on all the paperwork, and so I had to take things into my own hands. I never expected him to say something like that to you. But he did. I just had to mention to him that he could start doing the paperwork himself to speed up the process for you. And he said he could do that for me, so the next day he went to the city office and got everything taken care of. I see. So he must have even gone ahead and signed it all already. So you have to understand what's going on now, right? To Roy, all you are is an obstacle in the way of him and I enjoying our love. You're the enemy of our future together, and so he needs to take the fight to you. I guess that's the truth. When we head out later, I'll make sure to send this paperwork to your place and have you sign it. And the reason he wasn't at home for the past few nights is because he's been over here sleeping with me. And it'll be the same again tonight. I see. So please get on with it and get that paperwork handed in. Lily? Yes, Jordan. I just went and handed in the divorce paperwork for you. Wait, really? Finally? You've finally come through with leaving Roy for me. Then just as I had said, I am not going to cut ties with you. Isn't it great that you won't have to become forever alone now? You won't have to leave me, but I'd like you to pay me $30,000 as a settlement for this. And then you can leave me. Huh? What are you talking about? And what's this $30,000 for anyway? Like I said, it's a settlement. You're going to try and take that much money from your little sister? Well, you did try multiple times to take my husband before you finally succeeded. And so, for causing all of that stress and trouble to my life and Roy's and my relationship, you are going to be paying me all the money I've asked for. And I don't care that you're my sister. What the hell are you thinking? If you do that to me, then I'm going to have to leave you forever. Yeah, and that's fine with me. At least my plan is to leave you once you've paid that settlement off for me. Wait! Do you even realize that you'll be losing the last piece of family you ever had? Do you really want to let the last bit of relation you have to your family go? Then you'll be all on your own with nobody to love you as their family, right? Maybe the shock of being thrown away by your husband has left you mentally ruined? Jordan, I don't know how to say this, but I think you've been confused this whole time. For the longest time now, I've been wanting to divorce Roy. But that whole time, Roy had never wanted to leave my side, so we couldn't agree on getting a divorce. Huh? Isn't it the other way around? So what did you hear from him? He told me that for the longest time you had been the one to turn down all of his requests for getting a divorce. He said he earned so much and that you didn't want to lose all the money he brought in. And that when he'd come home to you, you'd always be crying for him to stay with you. What the heck? That's completely the opposite. The opposite? The only person that won't be able to support themselves after the divorce will be Roy. Huh? Why? Isn't he working for a really decent company at the moment? Well, yes, he is working at the moment, but he's only just an intern there and hasn't even begun working full-time yet. He's an intern? Well, even though he is an intern, he is still bringing in a little bit of money. But when it comes to his position there, it's only around $10 an hour. So at the end of every week, he's barely making enough to support me as well as himself. What do you mean? How are you able to live with him, then, if all you do is stay at home and do the chores for him? I don't think I've ever said to you that I'm a housewife or anything like that. Huh? Do you understand the concept of passive income? What's that? Well, to make this as simple as possible, I own a few parking garages in the city. Parking garages? Well, when Mom and Dad passed away, the money that I inherited from them was put towards starting my own way of making passive income. And after buying a few garages, they've been getting me enough money to live off of. What the heck? Well, I'm not making an insanely large amount of money every month off of them, but I'm also able to live life without ever having to worry about money being a problem for me. So even if we divorce, I'll be just fine. However, when you and Roy would go out on dates and things like that, he would use my debit card to pay for your guys' food and entertainment. And so you both leaving me will help me get a lot of my money back in my pockets. Wait, what the hell, Lily? You don't even work a job, and yet you get to make that much money? I want to do something like that as well. Well, do you have the money to get something like that started for yourself? Huh? I know that the money you were given by Mom and Dad in their will has all been used up on going out and shopping, right? And so at the moment, you're working part-time, just barely making enough to keep yourself afloat. Well, how about you let me borrow some money from you, Lily? What makes you think you'll be able to borrow money from someone you've cut ties with? I'm pretty much done talking with you, but if you have any questions regarding that $30,000, you'll have to pay me. You can get in touch with my lawyer to discuss all of that. But how am I even going to pay for all of that? And Roy doesn't even make enough either to help me with. I should let you know that the $30,000 settlement isn't the last of it. Huh? I'm going to be asking for a settlement from Roy as well, so both of you in total will owe me $60,000. That's way too much to be asking from us over a simple divorce. Well, it's not just for the divorce, remember, but also for all the crap you guys did to me that made my life 10 times harder than before. What did I do that made your life so hard? Jordan, I know it's been you sending me those letters in the mail threatening me to leave my husband and house. Things about hurting me if I don't leave, or saying that you'll find me on the streets and have me shot. And those were just some of the things you've said to me. You'd even send me pictures of Roy with you, but your face was blurred so that I could only see him cheating on me. But no matter how hard you tried to blur your image, it wasn't difficult to figure out that it was you standing with him. Well, I just wanted you to leave him. Well, you went a bit too far this time. I'm telling you that you caused me way too much stress by doing all of that, and so I no longer need you in my life. And I don't need a husband that not only cheats on me, but takes my money to use for your dates either. Lily. Oh, that's right. I wanted to say that you both getting that divorce paperwork filled out for me was a great time saver. So thank you so much for working together to get yourselves out of my life for me. Wait. From now on, you'll need to talk to my lawyer, so I'm going to be blocking your phone number. I'm asking you to stop! Bye forever, Jordan. Lily! After we finished talking, my little sister tried to come to the house to attack me. Luckily, I'd moved out the night before, so she couldn't find me. I still had the camera set up at the front door and saw her and Roy banging on it, yelling and screaming. Fortunately, my neighbor called the police and they were taken in for questioning before being sent home. The news spread to Roy's workplace, and the next day he was fired from his internship. He no longer had any income. Jordan faced the same fate when her boss learned about her actions, and she too lost her part-time job. Both of them still owe me the settlements I requested, so their only option is to enter lone hell. These days, they've been working as busboys at different restaurants and cafes, working long hours to pay off their debts. According to a mutual friend, their relationship has completely fallen apart, and the love they once had is gone. But breaking up would cost them even more time and money, so they're staying together, forcing themselves to make it work until their debts are paid off. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Amy? The venue told me you haven't arrived yet. Did you oversleep? I thought it takes longer for the bride to get ready. Hey, Amy? Is something wrong?
Oh, it's you, Leon?
Why are you so calm? I was worried sick. If you're gonna be late, you have to contact the venue.
Huh?
Your parents also contacted me asking if I knew where you were.
Oh, you're right. I just saw that the staff and Dad called me earlier. Looks like there are more people who called me.
What's funny about this situation? You should contact the venue as soon as possible. Everyone is worried.
Oh, okay. Let's cancel today's wedding.
Huh?
Actually, I left my house on time this morning. When I was checking my phone on the train, my classmate from high school told me that my ex was gonna get a divorce. Gosh, I was shocked.
And why does that make you cancel your own wedding? He's your ex. It's none of your business now.
What are you saying? He's on his way to submit his divorce papers.
So?
Getting a divorce on the day of my wedding? He's obviously hinting that he wants to get back with me.
Huh?
It's not like we broke up because I hated him. I'm sure that he loved me all this time, so I'm sorry. I'm gonna have a happy ending with my ex.
Hey, Amy, you can't just ditch your wedding. You better take responsibility.
so I'm here apologizing to you.
There's no way a single message is enough.
I'm about to arrive at his house. Goodbye.
Amy! I'm sorry to text you so suddenly. Is this Leon's number? I'm Sean. I was your classmate back in high school. Huh? Sean? Are you Leon? Yup. Whew, I guess it was the right number. By the way, how did you get my number? I asked our mutual friends and managed to get your number. I had to get in touch with you as soon as possible, so I begged them to give me your number. I don't know what you want to talk to me about, but I'm kinda busy right now. Can I text you back again later? Are you busy because of Amy, your fiancée? Huh? How did you know? I actually texted you about that, too. Really? Do you know where she is now? I don't know why, but she suddenly came over to my place. Don't tell me that Amy's ex is you? Huh? Well, I guess you could say that. We just dated for a week or so, though. That short? Yup. Seriously? And I wanted to check something with you. Amy and you were planning to have a wedding today, but is it true that it got canceled? Yup, it's true. Gosh, it's really true, huh? There's something I want to check with you, too. Is it true that you got a divorce? Nope, I didn't. Huh? I texted you because it's related to that, too. Okay, tell me what happened. Actually, one of my colleagues who has a crush on my wife has been causing trouble for us. Looks like he made a fake account pretending to be me, and this morning he suddenly announced that I got a divorce with my wife. Oh, does that mean Amy saw that and I guess. My friend who told me about the fake account said that an account that looked like Amy's was in the followers list. Okay, I get it now. Amy thought that the fake account was really your account, and she thought that she was still keeping in touch with her ex. I'm not sure you can call yourself that, though. Yup, looks like it. And the problem is, when I was eating breakfast, the doorbell rang, so I thought it was my package that was gonna be delivered today. But it turns out to be Amy. She started babbling about hearing about my divorce and ditching her wedding. While I froze on the spot out of shock, she came in uninvited, and now she's in my living room. Huh? And my wife is back in her hometown helping her family business right now, so I'm alone at home. Oh no! I was starting to panic when my friend told me about my fake account announcing I got a divorce. And I saw that Amy's account replied saying, "I'm canceling my wedding, wait for me." Finally, things made sense for me, and I knew I had to let you know as soon as possible. I see. I'm sorry to cause you problems one after another. It's not your fault. I know a lawyer, so I'll hire him to get this over with. But your fiancé just ditched you at your own wedding. I bet it's a mess involving many people. Yup, exactly. Because the wedding was canceled, it's a mess. It's chaos. I see. I also wanted to check. Do you still live in the same town as before? Yup, my parents handed me over their house, so I'm still living there. I'm sorry to ask you this, but can you help me by letting Amy stay at your house for a while? I was really helpless because she doesn't reply to any of us. I'll have someone pick her up as soon as we're ready. Okay, it would be great if you can pick her up as soon as possible. Yup. Hey, Amy, reply to me now. I know where you are. You think you can run away from us forever?
So annoying. Can you stop? My ex, Sean, was a better option for me, so I chose him. I know that you still have feelings for me, but you weren't good enough for me.
Gosh, why can't you understand that this isn't that simple?
You're just thinking too much. Let me clarify it for you again. My ex got a divorce, so I'm going to get married to him. We're enjoying ourselves right now, so don't get in our way.
Enjoying yourselves? You're just being left in the living room alone after he let you in and served you some tea out of kindness.
What?
Sean isn't divorced.
Huh? What are you saying? He was making an announcement on social media, and his wife is not here.
To sum it up, the account you've been following, thinking it was Sean's account, is a fake account made by the guy who's been bullying Sean.
Fake account?
I won't go into the details, but yeah. By the way, his wife just happens to be out of the house. She's gonna be home in a couple days.
No way. You're lying. You're just lying because you want me to come back to you. I am having my happy ending with Sean.
Hey, I heard that you only dated Sean for a week.
Huh?
Plus, he dumped you after you cheated on him with someone else. Sean isn't nice enough to still have feelings for someone who cheated on him.
That's not true, because Sean accepted me and let me stay.
Oh, about that. I just asked him to make you stay there until I was ready.
Huh?
Then I guess it's about time. Let me get to the point.
What point?
Because you ditched our wedding, the wedding was obviously canceled. I had to tell all the guests about the cancellation, apologize, and return all their celebration money. And your parents, as well as your brother, went on their knees as they wept to apologize to us.
On their knees? How dare you do that to my family?
It's all because you ditched me.
Huh?
This is not as simple as you think.
I thought Sean wanted to get back together with me.
About that, I checked out his fake account, but I didn't see any posts that hinted about getting married to you.
Huh?
You just replied to his post about his fake divorce announcement. Although it was a fake account, I didn't see any evidence that would make you think he wanted to marry you from the announcement of his divorce.
Huh? No way. What?
It's time you face the reality.
Reality?
If we cancel the wedding on the day, we have to pay for all the fees.
Huh?
It goes the same for our honeymoon. We have to pay everything. We were planning to leave right after our wedding, remember? I'll have you pay for everything.
Hey, wait.
And I'll make you pay compensation because you broke off our engagement on your own accords.
Compensation? We haven't gotten married officially yet.
Breaking off an engagement can be a reason for compensation.
Really?
It gives me a headache to realize how you know nothing at all. So, I need you to come back and attend our discussion.
No, if it's gonna be so complicated, I'll just get married to you.
Oh.
Huh?
Your parents just texted me saying they arrived at Sean's house.
What?
I told you, I asked Sean to let you stay at his house for a while.
Wait.
I'm waiting for you with my lawyer. Right after that, Sean welcomed her parents inside and they caught hold of Amy. She was forcefully taken back to her parents' house. Apparently, she always had feelings for Sean, who was the most popular guy at school, and believing that the fake account was really his, she was in ecstasy thinking she was able to get in touch with him again. After that, we decided how much compensation money she had to pay me, and with the cancellation fees for the wedding and everything, she had to pay a total of $40,000. I made her promise to pay all that back without asking for her parents' help. Because we invited all our friends from school and colleagues from work to our wedding, rumors spread fast, and everyone started cutting ties with her. Now, she's lost everyone, and she lives a life working busily every day, unable to ask for help from anyone.
Aubrey, hey. Are you free right now? Hello, Brooke. Well, the kids are at preschool. So I've got some time. Being a full-time housewife does leave me with a lot of free moments during the day. I'm actually working right now. Oh, I see. Weren't you home earlier? I passed by your house and I saw you talking to someone at the front door. Oh, that was probably the neighbor, this old lady who came to drop off a community bulletin. So, you're at home? Yeah, I'm at home. Then, do you mind if I come over? Sorry, I can't right now. I'm working from home today. Working from home? I thought you were just a regular office worker. Well, recently they've set up a remote work system at my company, so now I work from home. I only go into the office once a week. Oh, wow, that sounds nice. But hey, since you're home anyway, why don't you take a break from work and come with me to a group date? A group date? Yeah, there's one this afternoon. It'll be fun! Wait. You're a married woman and you want to go on a group date? What are you even saying? My husband's pretty chill about these things. As long as things don't get weird with the people at the event, he's totally fine with me going. I see. But honestly, I'm not really comfortable with group dates and I can't really leave work either. Sorry, but it's not going to happen today. Oh, I see. Well, that's a shame. Well, I guess I'll just go and have a good time for the both of us. Please don't get too carried away. Oh, don't worry. I'll be fine. Just a little fun never hurt anyone, right? I just don't really get the appeal of those things. But hey, enjoy yourself. I will. Thanks for the permission. You should try loosening up sometimes, Aubrey. I am sure you could use a break from all that work. Yeah, maybe, but it's just not my thing. All right, I'll let you get back to it. I'll let you know how it goes. Take care of yourself. Be careful, okay? Don't do anything you'll regret. No promises. Take care, and I'll see you around. Hey, Aubrey. I just realized you're not someone to be underestimated. I got some shocking news at the group date today, and I am absolutely buzzing with excitement. Good evening. Shocking news? And why is my information coming up in a group date you went to? I'm not involved in this at all, right? Well, actually, your boyfriend was at the group date. Huh? My boyfriend? Come on, stop pretending like you don't know. I'm talking about Sam. Sam? I don't think I know anyone by that name. Are you sure it's not someone else? Oh, come on, always with the denials. No, I honestly don't remember anyone like that. I get it. I can see why you'd want to keep it hidden. Must be something you'd rather not share, right? What do you mean? Well, it's about your boyfriend. Your boyfriend, which means your affair partner. Huh? First of all, I'm not currently dating anyone, so how could that possibly be considered cheating? Okay, enough of this. Let's move on. No, I really don't remember this person. That's why I'm asking. Ah, I see. You really want to hide it, don't you? If you're going to go that far to hide it, then I've got a great proposal for you. Proposal? Give me Sam. Huh? Give you Sam? Exactly what I said. At today's group date, I managed to win over your boyfriend. Won over? Yeah, I got his attention and he took me home with him. Wait, what took you home? That's not... Yep, that's exactly what happened. We're heading to a hotel now. My husband's away on a business trip tonight, so I'm planning on staying over. Brooke, what are you doing? Your husband only agreed to let you go to the group date, not this. You're married with kids. How could you be doing this? I've already crossed that line. What? No way. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I took your boyfriend after all. But he's not my boyfriend. Then how about this? Give me Sam. Who the heck is Sam? Stop with the endless questions and just get to the point. The point? Yes, the point. If you don't want your husband finding out about your affair, then give me Sam. Huh? My husband? Shouldn't it be you who's worried about your husband finding out? Oh, right. I should have mentioned this as well. If you spill the beans about my affair, I'll be revealing your little secret to your husband, too. What? Come on now, say it already. I'll gladly give Sam to Brooke. Then you'll escape total ruin, and it'll be a small price to pay. Brooke? This is a proper transaction, you know. I'm a single mom, by the way. Huh? Single mom? Yeah. My husband died 3 years ago in an accident. Huh? Do you think I'll fall for some sob story? I'm not trying to manipulate you. I'm just telling you the truth. Oh, I get it. You're trying to set this up so it goes like this. I'm single, so having a boyfriend isn't an issue. And then you'll say that my deal with you doesn't matter. No, I'm not really sure why you're calling me that. If it bothers you so much, just give me Sam already. Come on, what's it gonna be? Like I said, just give me Sam and you'll avoid all the trouble. I'm telling you, I have no boyfriend. This whole conversation is completely irrelevant to me. So you're saying there's no boyfriend, huh? That's right. Finally, you understand. So by saying that, you're agreeing to give me Sam, right? What? Okay. Then the deal is done. Wait, Brooke, I didn't mean it like that. Too late now. And this deal includes you promising not to tell my husband about Sam. If you don't keep your word, I'll expose your affair to your husband. I keep telling you I'm a single mom. I'm not dating anyone. Then I'll take Sam. Tonight we'll make love, and it'll be amazing. Listen to me, will you? Don't just end the conversation like that. You can't walk away from this. If anything happens, it's on you. Hey! Why the hell did my husband find out about Sam? Did you tell him? Did you forget the deal we made, you traitor? What? I said it's about Sam. Why did you go and tell my husband about it? Right now, I am in the middle of a huge mess, with my husband demanding alimony and threatening divorce because of you. You're the reason everything's falling apart. Listen, I'm not some saint who's going to let you misunderstand me. I'm not the kind of person who could just stand by and let you keep accusing me. I had to show your husband the messages between us so he could see everything for himself. That's what led him to make all those decisions. What? You did what? After that, your husband did his own investigation. He found out the truth, and now it's a whole mess. Alimony, divorce, he's making all these demands. You did this. Do you even realize the damage you've caused? You think you can threaten me like this? If you keep going down this path, I'll make sure your husband finds out everything about the affair you had with Sam. I'm not afraid to expose everything. Look, I'm a single mother, okay? You think I'm lying? Why can't you just trust that? You know what? I am so done with this, but I'm going to keep saying it until you get it through your thick head. I can't believe you're still accusing me of lying. It's so obvious that you don't want to believe me. You just want to twist everything around to fit your narrative. Well, guess what? I'm not going to be a part of your drama anymore. You think this is all some elaborate lie? It's not, all right? I'm a single mother living in a real home with my brother and my child. But you don't care about that, do you? You've already made up your mind. You've chosen to believe whatever fits into your twisted version of reality. Because I know it's an obvious lie. Why can't you see that? How can you accuse me like that when you're living with a man yourself? Wait, what do you mean? What are you talking about? You heard me. Your kid is calling this man daddy. That's not just some random guy. It's clear as day that you're living with your husband, right? No, that's not what's happening here. Actually, that's my brother you're talking about. What? Your brother? Yes, my brother. He's living with us because our parents are away for work. It's just me, my brother, and my kid in the house. My brother's name is Dave. I call him Daddy because that's a term I use for him. And, well, my child heard me say that and started copying me. That's why my kid calls him Daddy. What are you even saying right now? That's so confusing. Why don't you just have your kid call him Uncle or something less complicated? Grandpa even, anything but this. This is how things are in my family, okay? It's not up for debate. You don't get to dictate what my child calls my brother. But why would you even let it get this confusing? It's not like it's hard to explain. You can't just go around accusing people of things without understanding the full picture. But instead, you're caught up in your own assumptions and making everything worse. Well, whatever. I'm telling you the truth. I'm a single mother and I'm not seeing anyone right now. That's the reality. There's no secret boyfriend or husband living with me. So what about Sam? He said he's also seeing someone who happened to be you? What? Yes, he said, I'm also seeing a woman named Audrey. You can't just deny that. Audrey? Wait a second. I'm Aubrey, not Audrey. Oh, I see now. The names are similar. That's what the whole mess is about? You've been accusing me all this time over a misunderstanding about our names? I can't believe this. I feel so foolish. I should have known better than to get involved in this nonsense. That's right. The so-called deal you tried to bring up wasn't valid in the first place. It wasn't a deal, it was just a mess that never should have happened. Oh my God, no. I'm done. I'm leaving now. Wait, what? Why are you leaving? You're the one who misunderstood everything. You made a fool of yourself, and now you're just trying to cover it up by accusing me. I've had enough of your nonsense. I never asked for any of this. I didn't ask for this drama, and I didn't want to get caught up in your accusations. I didn't cheat on anyone. You're the one who's been wrong this whole time. You want to keep making false accusations, but I'm not going to stand for it anymore. Just wait a second. You think I'm going to sit around and let you keep making my life miserable? I've had enough. So here's the deal. Don't ever contact me again. I don't want any more of your lies, your assumptions, or your petty games. I'm done. The affair between Brooke and Sam lasted about a month, which might seem short, but the fallout was far more significant than anyone could have imagined. What seemed like a brief moment of weakness turned out to be the tip of the iceberg, and the truth that followed was far uglier than the initial affair. It turned out that the claim, "My husband is okay with me going to group dates," was nothing but a complete lie. That was the first revelation that shocked everyone. The entire narrative she had spun of being in an open relationship or of having a husband who was understanding about her social activities was fabricated. But that wasn't all. As the investigation into her actions continued, more affairs with other men came to light, many of which had been going on for much longer than anyone had realized. Some of these affairs had lasted for over 2 years, and some were even with multiple men at the same time. It was a chaotic web of deceit, and just hearing about it was enough to make anyone feel disgusted. The sheer number of people involved, the different lies she had told, and the way she had juggled all of these relationships was truly staggering. Each new discovery seemed to reveal another layer of her manipulation and dishonesty. It was further revealed that all of these men had been people Brooke had met through the group dates, those casual social gatherings where people come together to meet new potential partners. It was supposed to be harmless, a way to network and have fun, but for Brooke, it had turned into a revolving door of affairs. She had used these events as a cover for her actions, thinking that as long as she was careful, no one would find out. But now every detail was coming to light, and there was no way to hide it anymore. What made it even worse was the discovery that during the time she was carrying on with all of these affairs, she had left her child with a close friend. A mom friend who had taken care of the child for long periods without even so much as an explanation. It wasn't just about the affairs anymore, it was about her neglect of her own responsibilities as a mother. The fact that she was so busy juggling men and lying about her relationship status that she didn't even take proper care of her child was the final nail in the coffin. This was the moment that solidified everything, the moment when Brooke's actions became undefensible. As a result of these revelations, her husband was granted full custody of their child. The court saw it as the only logical decision. With all the evidence of neglect and her complete disregard of her family, the only thing that seemed fair was for the child to be raised in a more stable and responsible environment. Brooke's actions had led to the loss of her parental rights, and the court didn't hesitate to make that clear. But the consequences didn't stop there. Along with the loss of her child's custody, Brooke was also hit with a hefty divorce settlement. She was required to pay significantly more in alimony and child support than what is typically seen in such cases. The amount was above average, reflecting not just the betrayal in her marriage, but the emotional toll her actions had taken on her husband and the family as a whole. She had ruined everything, not just her marriage, but her reputation, her role as a mother, and any chance of rebuilding her life with dignity. Brooke's family, too, had completely cut ties with her. After everything had come to light, she was no longer welcome at her parents' house. The family had disowned her, unable to forgive her for the damage she had caused. She had alienated herself from everyone who could have supported her, and now she was left entirely on her own. The weight of her mistakes was starting to sink in, and there was no one left to turn to. With nowhere to go and no one to rely on, Brooke was forced to support herself. She had to work from morning until night, trying to pay off the large amount of alimony and child support that had been imposed on her. It wasn't easy. She had to take whatever job she could find, juggling multiple shifts, sometimes working in places that treated her poorly just to scrape by. The money she earned barely covered the debts she had incurred, and each month she struggled to keep up with the payments. Thanks for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Dana? It's been a while. It's Poppy. Poppy? Wait, is this the same Poppy from school? Is it really you? Yeah, it's me. 7 years, right? Or something like that. I guess it's about that long, yeah. Maybe more. Maybe? What do you mean, maybe? Well, you might find this hard to believe, but I've actually been dealing with memory loss until recently. Wait, what? Memory loss? I know, it's a shock. I totally get why this is all so confusing. I had trouble even recognizing people, and I know it must be hard for you to understand. I don't even know how to respond to that. I'm sorry, but I don't quite know what to say. It's okay, really. The good news is my memory's completely back now. Oh, that's good to hear. So, what's all this about? Why are you contacting me now? Well, the thing is, there's something important I need to tell you, and I didn't know how else to do it but through this message. You'll probably be really surprised, but, well, I'm actually in a relationship with your husband now. What? Wait, what? I know this sounds insane, but you have to believe me when I say that I never intended for any of this to happen. This is not something I planned. I don't even understand what you're saying. You're in a relationship with my husband? But how? Why? Okay, let me explain a bit more clearly. After I lost my memory, I was walking around, not really knowing what was going on. Your husband found me on the street and he helped me. He was so kind to me, stayed by my side, and, well, we ended up growing close. It didn't take long for us to fall for each other. But at that time, I didn't even know who he was. I didn't recognize him as your husband because of my memory loss. I'm still trying to wrap my head around this. I know, it's a lot, but here's the thing. I only recently got my memory back, and when I asked him about everything, he confessed that he was married to you and apologized for what had happened. Wait, so you're saying this all happened while you didn't even know he was married to me? Yes, exactly. And when my memory returned, I realized how complicated everything was. But I also knew that I needed to talk to you and be honest. So here I am, telling you the truth. And now you're telling me this, why? I think you deserve to know. And honestly, I have to ask, I don't want to be in the middle of this mess anymore. I need you to divorce him. I know it sounds crazy, but I'm pregnant with his child. You're pregnant? With his child? Yes, I'm 6 months along. And this child was conceived during the time I didn't even remember who I was. I don't know what to do with myself because I never imagined this was how things would turn out. But the truth is, I can't carry the burden anymore. You want me to divorce him because you're pregnant? I know this is all so much to ask, but it's the only way. I don't want to raise this child in a situation where I feel guilty about everything. I didn't mean for any of this to happen, but now that I'm here, I'm asking you, please, just let him go. Please, and I'm not asking for any alimony. I really don't want to make things more difficult for you. Wait, you're saying you didn't know he was married, but now you want me to just accept this? How do you even expect me to do that? I know it sounds unreasonable, but it was his fault for not telling me the truth. When we were together, he didn't say a word about you. I didn't know any of it. So please, I'm not asking for anything else. I just need you to let him go. I'm asking for the sake of our future, for our child. So you want me to just let him go like that? Because of your memory loss? Yes, I think that's the only way this can work. And you think I'm just supposed to say yes to all of this? No, that's not how it works. You don't just come in here and tell me to divorce my husband because you forgot who you were for a while. I know this is a lot to ask, but please, I really need you to hear me out. I'm not making any promises right now. This is a lot to process. I understand, but please don't take too long. I'm not asking for a huge favor, just for your understanding. I'll think about it, but no guarantees. I need to sort this out and talk to him. This isn't something I can just decide in a day. All right, I'll wait for your response. But please don't keep me waiting too long. I really need your answer soon. I'll talk to him, but for now I have to go. Goodbye. Sullivan, are you free right now?
Yeah, what's up?
I know this is sudden, but you remember Poppy, right?
Huh? Poppy? Well, I can't say I'd forget her, even if I wanted to. Not in a good way. What's this all of a sudden?
Sorry, I know I'm being a bit abrupt. I didn't really know how to start this, so I just jumped right in.
Did something happen?
Earlier, I got a message from Poppy.
Why? You weren't exactly close, were you?
Yeah, that's true, but apparently she had amnesia until recently.
Amnesia?
Yeah, she said she's got her memory back now, but during the time she lost it, she ended up in a relationship with my husband. And apparently they even had a kid together without her realizing what was happening.
What? Hold up, wait a minute. Back in middle school, Poppy was the reason I almost stopped going to school. Even if this memory loss thing is true, there's no way in hell I'd want to have anything to do with a woman like her. Just thinking about it sends a chill down my spine.
I know, right? I thought it was weird too. But I'm not doubting you, so don't worry.
Oh, okay. I'm glad to hear that.
So now the question is, why would Poppy say something like that?
Now that you mention it, amnesia, huh?
What do you mean?
Well, one of my coworkers said something that's been bugging me.
Coworker?
Yeah, you remember the guy who joined the company a while back, the one who's from our class, the mid-career hire?
Oh, Sammy, you mean?
Yeah, that's the one. He was pretty close to Poppy, right?
I wouldn't exactly call them close, but they definitely spent a lot of time together.
I think I'll ask Sammy about it since he's still working here. He didn't specifically mention Poppy when he vented to me, but it seems like it could be related. I'll let you know what he says when I get back.
Got it. Thanks for looking into it. I appreciate it. Poppy, is now a good time? Oh, Dana! So you finally decided to get a divorce, huh? No, I'm not getting a divorce. What? That's just cruel! Even though it was all during the time I had amnesia, his heart still belongs to me. I love him too. And soon we're going to have a child together. I don't want my child to grow up without a father. So please, just divorce him without any alimony. I am begging you. No, that's not the issue here. The man you're talking about, he's not my husband. Huh? What do you mean he's not your husband? When I got your message, something just didn't sit right with me. Everything felt off from the beginning, and now it all makes sense. Right? You're talking about Matt, right? The man you've been obsessing over? Yes, but my husband is Sullivan. Sullivan? Yes. He's the guy you constantly looked down on and harassed during school. You know, your former classmate, Sullivan, the one you treated so badly. What? That's insane! But you were engaged to Matt, weren't you? You two were supposed to get married, weren't you? We didn't. What? I broke off the engagement because of Matt's infidelity. It was over long before you came into the picture. What? Yeah. And eventually he broke up with the woman he cheated on me with, and now he's married to someone else. He moved on, but not with you. Are you serious? Yes, I am. And now I'm married to Sullivan, the one you've tried so hard to put down all these years. And about this whole memory loss story of yours, it's a lie, right? What? You've been pretending to have amnesia, haven't you? That's why you came up with all these ridiculous claims. Listen, Poppy. Matt's wife is Amy, the girl who was always your underling back in school. Amy? You know, you told Amy your plan, didn't you? The one to get me to divorce Matt without any alimony? You planned on faking memory loss to make me let you off the hook, didn't you? What? Why would you? Because Amy now is a colleague of Sullivan at work. What? Amy mentioned in a casual conversation at the office that one of her old school friends had done some awful things. Turned out she was talking about you, and one of her coworkers overheard it too. What? Amy. Apparently she's still pretty frustrated with how you're always trying to flaunt your old school hierarchy, even now. She doesn't care for the way you treat people, and you haven't changed a bit since back then. Wait, what? What's going on here? How did it all... Okay, let me break this down for you. It's getting a bit complicated now. First off, my husband is Sullivan, Matt's wife is Amy, and you were having an affair with Matt and got pregnant. But you want a divorce without alimony because of some elaborate plan you came up with. You were going to fake amnesia to avoid paying alimony, right? But in the end, you tried to carry out that plan on me, someone who's already separated from Matt, and ended up revealing it to Amy, who should have been the one you were trying to manipulate. Got it? Does that clear things up a bit? Oh. To put it simply, your misguided plan backfired, and now Amy knows everything. That's the situation, right? No way. Oh, this can't be happening. Well, Amy herself didn't know that her husband's affair partner was you, but she does now. Wait, she still doesn't know? If she had, she'd have confronted you by now. She's not the type to sit back and let someone destroy her family. So you're telling me Amy is still waiting? Actually, I have a $20,000 debt. But Matt said if I didn't somehow come up with my part of the alimony, I couldn't marry him. Ah, so that's why you came up with this ridiculous amnesia plan. To get out of your debt and avoid paying your fair share of alimony, right? Right! I can't possibly come up with alimony on my own right now, so please, don't tell Amy, okay? I already told her. What? Why would you do that? If you have an affair with a married man, you're supposed to pay alimony. It's common sense. You can't just expect to get away with it. No. Wait, Oh, and by the way, let me tell you something else. What? You know, the reason you got involved with Matt is probably because his parents are rich, right? Huh? Well, here's the thing. Matt was cut off from his parents as soon as we broke off the engagement, and he's no longer part of the inheritance. What? Also, after blowing through all his family's money, he's in debt to the tune of $30,000 now. What? Are you serious? By the way, didn't you have some debts too? Wait, what? You two both drowning in debt. Maybe you can help each other out, huh? Wait, hold on. Good luck with that. Wait! Goodbye. In many ways, things became a complicated mess, but in the end, everything was somehow resolved. The situation had escalated far beyond what anyone could have anticipated, but I managed to find a way to make sense of it all. Amy, Matt's real wife, ended up expressing her gratitude to me, of all people. I never expected that, not in a million years. But there she was, standing in front of me, thanking me for exposing the truth and helping to bring everything to light. It turns out she had no idea about Matt's mounting debts, his past engagement with me, or his current infidelity. She was completely in the dark. Apparently, Matt had painted a very different picture for her. He had spun his own story, told her things that suited him, and left out all the messy details that would have destroyed the illusion of their perfect life. Amy had no idea that he had been lying to her for so long, manipulating the narrative in his favor. He'd even told her a version of events regarding his estrangement from his family that was designed to make him appear as the victim, further cementing the false reality he had created for her. So when everything finally came crashing down, it wasn't just about betrayal. It was about complete and utter deception. Amy was blinded by the truth, and for that, I couldn't help but feel a little sorry for her. She wasn't to blame for Matt's actions, and she had trusted him blindly, only to have that trust shattered when she learned about his lies and indiscretions. As a result of this, Amy decided to take legal action. She filed for damages from both Poppy and Matt. She had every right to, and it seems she didn't hold back. The amount she requested for the compensation was higher than the typical amount people usually ask for in these situations. But considering the betrayal and the extent of Matt's deceit, I think she was justified. There was no way she could have walked away from this unscathed, and perhaps this was the only way she could regain some of the dignity she had lost. The truth was, though, that Matt and Poppy's hell was just beginning. They thought they could keep playing their games and hiding the truth, but now the reality of their actions was catching up with them. Matt's debt had only been a part of the equation. Now there was the financial fallout from Amy's lawsuit, not to mention the emotional devastation that came with being exposed for the people they really were. They had both made choices, and now those choices had consequences they could no longer escape from. But the chaos didn't stop there. As if these things weren't already complicated enough, Poppy went on to give birth to Matt's child. The irony was not lost on me. The woman who had been the cause of so much trouble, the one who had torn apart a marriage and a family, now had a child to raise, and that child would be forever tied to the lies and deceit that had brought about its conception. The news about the baby's birth came as a shock to many. But what truly surprised me was hearing that Matt's cousin and his wife had taken the child in. I never would have imagined that they would be the ones to step up and raise the baby. But when I heard it, it made sense. The couple were known for being sensible, responsible people, nothing like Matt or Poppy. They had good values and a solid foundation, and I couldn't help but think that this child would have a far better chance of growing up in a stable, loving environment with them than with the two people who had created its chaotic existence in the first place. I think, in the end, that was the one piece of good news to come out of all of this. Despite the mess and devastation caused by Matt and Poppy's actions, at least the child would be cared for by people who truly understood what it meant to be responsible. Matt had never been responsible, and Poppy, well, her actions spoke for themselves. But the child wouldn't have to carry the burden of their mistakes forever, and that was something at least. As for Matt and Poppy, their future seemed uncertain. With the debts mounting, the lawsuits piling up, and the damage to their reputations, they were facing a tough road ahead. They couldn't rely on anyone anymore, not after everything had been exposed. The web of lies they had woven had unraveled, and now they had to face the reality of their choices. There was no way to go back, no way to undo the harm they had caused. It's strange to think that, for a long time, I had been a part of their story without even realizing it. I had been caught up in their games and their manipulation, and it took me a while to break free from their hold. But once I saw the truth for what it was, I knew I had to take action. It was the only way to protect myself, and in some strange way, to help Amy, too. She didn't deserve to be part of their mess, and I knew that exposing the truth would help her reclaim her life. In the end, everything worked out in a way that I didn't expect. Amy got the justice she deserved, Poppy and Matt were left to deal with the consequences of their actions, and the child, despite being born into a world of chaos, was given a chance at a better life. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story. Summer, where do you think I am now? Good evening, Helen. You sound very excited, but are you outside? Yep, I'm on a trip. Oh, good for you. And where do you think I am? I don't know. I'm in Los Angeles. Huh? Los Angeles? Yes, I am having a lovey-dovey trip with my darling. Darling? Are you talking about your husband? I greeted your husband today when I walked past him at the kindergarten on his way to pick up your child. Oh, I would never call my husband darling. Look at him, fat and middle-aged now, losing all his charms. Who would call him darling? No way. Huh? Maybe I shouldn't have asked you who. Then I prefer not to hear about it. Well, it's too late to say that. I need to give my kids a bath. You'll regret it if you don't listen. Are you sure you don't want to hear it? Okay, then, who are you with? I'm with Alan. Huh? Alan? My husband, Alan? Correct. Huh? Why? Actually, I thought it was around time to tell you the truth. What truth? Your husband and I are lovers. Huh? We've been dating for 2 years now. I bet you had no idea. I think we did a great job hiding our relationship. That means you've been making a move on my husband behind my back, and you were pretending to be my mom friend guilt-free, huh? Yeah, I guess. Sorry. Okay, I see. I have to give my kids a bath now. Huh? Bye. Hey, hello? I am on a trip to Los Angeles with your husband alone. How come you're so calm? Hey, Summer. Hi, Summer. You were very blunt yesterday when I told you the truth, but I know that you were so frustrated, that you were trying so hard to contain your anger, right? I was a bit surprised, but when I thought about it that way, it all made sense. So, I'll tell you another truth. I was wondering who I was receiving so many notifications from early in the morning. So, what more do you want to tell me? Oh, look at you, pretending to be calm again. You should be honest with your feelings. You would look cuter if you expressed your frustration like, I'm so mad. Ugh. So what truth are you hiding? Okay, forget it. Let me tell you about the truth you've been waiting for. We were using your credit card to pay for this trip. My credit card? According to Alan, you prefer using cash rather than your credit card, and you have a card just in case. We took advantage of your personality, and I had Alan steal it from you. Okay. Actually, we've been using your card in secret sometimes in the past. Okay. I bet you never realized. So funny. It's up to you to laugh about it, but are you sure you wanted to tell me this during your trip? Huh? Have you ever thought that I might cancel the credit card after I hear about that? Oh, that. Actually, we've used it to the maximum already. You used so much, huh? Well, I've already told you about Alan and my relationship anyways, so we planned our revelation perfectly, you know? I see. You have it all planned. Yep. The only thing left for me is to wait for you to get a divorce with Alan. I think it's good timing. Okay. I remember Alan telling me that he was on a business trip until today, so I guess it was actually a trip with you, Helen. Yep. Okay. But you're so boring. Your texts are so monotonous. It's no fun if you don't express your frustration more. I'm sorry, I rarely get emotional. Never mind. I'll tell you an even more surprising secret. Wow, you have more truths to reveal? Yep, I bet it's gonna be the biggest surprise for you. Okay. Look forward to my next message. Summer, I am back. I'm on the train now on my way home. My Los Angeles trip with Alan was absolutely amazing. This wasn't our first trip together, actually, but I was able to reveal all the secrets to you, so I'm feeling super refreshed. I thought you had more to reveal. Oh, you're right. Stop hesitating and just tell me. I don't like it when people aren't straightforward. Oh, let me guess. Are you irritated? Do I look like it? Yeah, I can see the irritation in your texts. Okay. I think I'm learning to read your expressions more. Maybe I have mind-reading powers? So what do you want to tell me? Gosh, you have no vibes at all. Helen, haven't people told you that you can't read the atmosphere? Maybe. Come on, just tell me. You're killing the mood by making me rush. So you're not telling me? Then I guess we can end our conversation here. Ugh! Okay then, listen to me. I'm sure you'll be surprised this time. What? Actually, I'm pregnant with Alan's baby. Oh. Right? Didn't this news surprise you? I bet you have no other choice but to get a divorce now. Not only that I stole your credit card, but I'm sorry that I also stole your husband. Well, yeah, if that's the case, I feel sorry for the baby you're pregnant with. Feel sorry? How come you feel sorry? It's actually very lucky because Alan has a high pay and we'll be able to live a rich lifestyle. First of all, you're too monotonous and no fun. I bet that's why Alan fell out of love with you. I don't know. I'm about to reach my station. Make sure to get a divorce as soon as possible. Hey, Summer! What have you done? Wow, so many notifications from you. It looks like my husband and kids moved out. I came home and there's no one in my house. Oh, I thought you were getting divorced. Huh? You were talking about marrying Alan, so I assumed that was the case. No, it's not about that. I haven't told my husband yet, but how come he knows about it already? I told him. What? By the way, I have also moved out with my kids. Huh? I decided it was the right time because my kids are starting elementary school soon. Thanks to that, Alan has been messaging me nonstop in panic right now, just like you. I'll never tell him where I live now, though. Hey, wait! Aren't you going too quickly? I just told you about my relationship with Alan yesterday. How come you've already moved out? Obviously, because I've been preparing for it for a long time. Huh? Don't tell me. Yep, you didn't have to tell me. I already knew about your relationship with Alan since long ago. No way! I've investigated thoroughly with the help of detectives. I have more than enough proof for my divorce. I knew you were going on a trip together, so both your husband and I decided to move out on this exact day. No way. The only thing I wasn't aware about is probably your pregnancy, so you pay me $50,000 including compensation. Huh? $50,000? What are you so surprised about? You used my credit card until the limit during just this trip. This is the result of investigating about the amount you've used in the past and how much you owe me. Then I added the amount of compensation to the total. Of course, I'll ask Alan to pay me compensation and child support as well. The total would probably total up to 6 digits. What do you mean? You should thank me for not involving the police. No. Oh, I forgot to mention that your husband would also have you pay for compensation. Huh? I wonder how much the total would be. I don't want this. Scary, huh? Stop it. I replied to my husband's messages after that, and I told him that I want a divorce and then blocked him from my contacts. I asked my lawyer to take it from there and officially got a divorce. Soon after, it was revealed that my ex-husband had been going on dates during his work hours and he got fired. Helen couldn't stand being whispered behind her back at her office, and she decided to quit her job. Now she leaves her baby at the daycare while she works day jobs and lives in a worn-out shared house as she pays her compensation money little by little. At first, it looked like she was asking for a fight, but actually, it turned out that I was the one who had a surprise for her. I realized from the bottom of my heart that being Delulu can really ruin your life.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.